After over a decade of Disney Star Wars, people are starting to expect disasters from Lucasfilm, and Kathleen Kennedy seemingly never disappoints, at least when it comes to that expectation. So it wasn't really surprising when we saw once again, just a few weeks before Star Wars Celebration, the new Star Wars movie that everybody was talking about, the secret project that Damon Lindelof was attached to, suddenly suffered a big setback when Damon Lindelof suddenly was no longer attached to the project. Well, it didn't take long for Star Wars to make another announcement. We'll see how long this one lasts, that they've already replaced Damon Lindelof, Stephen Knight to write new Star Wars movie after Damon Lindelof and Justin Britt Gibson exit. And I guess he's stepping in to pick up the pieces of what Damon Lindelof put on the ground. I don't know. Who the fuck knows what's going on? Just another Star Wars movie that's in shambles. But on the same day that we heard this, we also heard something else. And this is from Critical Drinker right here, retweeting this graphic from smallscreen.com. Exclusive, Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy scrapped by Disney. And I don't even know if this is news, to be quite honest with you. If you've been paying attention, it should be clear to everyone that Rian Johnson's trilogy was never happening. It was never going to work after the failure that we saw with Last Jedi. Lucasfilm just didn't want to announce that it was canceled, and certainly Rian Johnson didn't want to announce that he was canceled. He didn't want to be embarrassed by that, so for the past 5 years, every time someone asks, he continues to say, well, you know, we're going to make it happen sometime. I'm just a little busy right now. Yeah, you're so busy that you can't make time for fucking Star Wars. But nevertheless, we do now have this article from smallscreen.com/UK, which I'm going to be real. I think a lot of the stories that are on this website are just dog shit. I think that this one is not necessarily an exclusive, that they learned that officially Rian Johnson's trilogy has been canceled. It's more of, hey, we now got an official list of the Star Wars projects that are in development, and spoiler alert, Rian Johnson's isn't in there. Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy scrapped by Disney. And this comes on the heels of, like I said, all of this mismanagement, all of this garbage. And if you want to talk about The Mandalorian, guess what? The ratings are down for Mandalorian. They lost 25% of their audience from the season 2 premiere, and that's after bringing back Luke Skywalker. But when you have increasingly worse content in terms of The Mandalorian, when you have failures like Obi-Wan, when you have failures like Book of Boba Fett, and when you just continue to churn out dog shit projects, which is what Lucasfilm is doing, this is the end result. The complete mismanagement of Star Wars is pathetic. And when it does come to this entire Rian Johnson report, I really think that a lot of this is based off the absence of him being included in the things that are actually in production. Take a look at just some of the stuff that Variety goes over. Lindelof, best known as co-creator of TV series Lost, The Leftovers, and Watchmen, was brought in to write a new Star Wars movie together just a few months ago. After turning in a draft earlier this year, the duo departed the project in February, becoming the latest creators to part ways with Lucasfilm after signing on to develop one or multiple Star Wars projects. We know Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron, done. Kevin Feige's Star Wars movie is done. Director J.D. Dillard told The Wrap November he was no longer developing a Star Wars project at the studio. Game of Thrones, David Benioff and D.B. Weiss walked away from their set of movies. That never happened. We know what happened with Rise of Skywalker with Colin Trevorrow gone, so J.J. Abrams came back in to rewrite the thing. What happened to Phil Lord and Miller? Remember, they got fucking canned before they brought in Ron Howard to finish Solo. Tony Gilroy brought in to reshoot parts of Gareth Edwards' Rogue One. This is a fucking nightmare. And here is where they say the Star Wars films, still known to be active right here, include a project from filmmaker Taika Waititi, as well as a prospective film from Sean Levy that would follow his commitments to direct Deadpool 3 and complete work on a legacy Netflix limited series, which, again, that would be years and years in the future. No Rian Johnson trilogy right there. So although I do kind of doubt the validity of this report in general, I do know that this is the case. We know Rian Johnson's not doing a trilogy. We know that that's never happening. We've known that for a very, very long time. But finally, I guess we're getting some people claiming that they know officially that it's not happening, that they heard from Lucasfilm. Only time will tell. I can guarantee this. Likely any project that gets announced, any movie project that gets announced, probably won't see the light of day, at least not without a lot of problems along the way. But this is Kathleen Kennedy's Star Wars. This is Disney Star Wars. This is Disney Lucasfilm. And you know what? They haven't fired her at this point. She's going to walk away whenever she's good and ready and not a moment sooner. And we know that whoever replaces her, it's going to be exactly the same, because until there's a wholesale cleaning from top to bottom at Disney, Star Wars, at Lucasfilm, Star Wars will be dead. Let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments section below. What do you think? Do you believe this official report that they actually did get official confirmation from Lucasfilm? Or are they just kind of going off the basis that of the projects in development, Rian Johnson's isn't there? Let me know in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.